Hey there, it's Elizabeth again, and welcome back. Today I'll be doing like a sort of a journal with me. This is my happy planner that I'm not planning in. I'm using it as a journal. So this is a journal that I'm using just to jot down bits of my day. One of the main purposes of this book is to use up a lot of the different bits that I have. So we're going to be doing that today. I had mentioned in the last video, these kinds of process videos are a little bit challenging for me because I generally don't sit down and do, the whole thing in one go. I actually have this sitting on my desk open usually, and I add to it as the day goes on. Okay, so today I'm going to be working on Monday, which was yesterday's. And so I'm just going to take this page out because that's one of the things I like about the Happy Planner is you can take these pages out and work on them flat. So that is very helpful. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be working on this Monday part. The first thing here is I always put, and let me just see if I'm in frame. Yep, okay. I'm going to put my prayer list. So I just simply write prayer list. I don't really do anything all that special in this book. Like I don't generally do like hand lettering or any of that stuff. I just decorate it with the bits that I have. That's part of the reason I'm, doing this book, and I find it so appealing because it is a simplified version, in my opinion, of journaling about your day. So later on, I will put in, my prayer list. I don't know what this is doing here. It's like a piece of Velcro from something. Well, it's not wanting to come off. So, okay. Now, the last video that I showed you, I decorated these pages. I kind of pre-decorated just a little bit. These right here, no, not this. These three images here and this all come from, I had shown you in the last video. They come from victoriathatcher.com. This one happens to be called Anchor My Soul. So that's what I used, to put these little things. Now, I write over top of things. I stick things on top of other things. I just do whatever I want to do. This is an anything goes type of journal. So whatever I want to stick in here, I stick in here. It doesn't necessarily have to coordinate. I'm trying to use up my bits that I have. So, I just throw whatever I want to on the page, and then in wherever I have, white space later on, I write in my little journals, my journaling, things. So let's see what happened yesterday. Oh, I did want to use this right here. This came from my sweet friend Danny Baytog. I'll leave her link again below. She has a wonderful YouTube channel and does wonderful graphics. And so she sent me a bunch of these little stickers. Now these are like rectangular stickers, but I like this girl on the beach holding her sandals. Excuse me, again, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to simply cut this little part out because I don't want necessarily, the whole square. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do this as carefully as I can. So I'm just going to, cut around her. She's so cute. I love this graphic. And Danny printed them on sticker paper. So I just think it's really cute. And excuse me, I'm sorry, gosh. Let me see. I'm not sure if I want to put it here or over here, but I think, let me see if I can take this apart now. There we go. Okay, that was easy enough. Thank you, Danny, for these lovely things. I think I might put this just right here over top of this thing. And, you know, I said previously too, I just kind of, let me see. I want her like standing straight. I just kind of like, you know, layer stuff. I get it's not really layering. I don't know. I guess it is because I'm putting one thing over the top of another. Yesterday we happened to be down south, and it's by the water, so that's why I wanted to put that there. It's such a cute picture. My prayer list I'll do later because that's a little bit more on the personal side of things. So let's see. In the morning, I did have to do a few things. Now let me see. I'm gonna get my sticker books out. Okay, and I use these. I've shown these before. Okay. Now what these have in here as well are that I like to use. Well, I like to use all of them really, but they have these little things here, right? Like just little stickers, you know, stars, hearts, whatever. And I use these to, you know, put down what I am doing, almost like a to-do tick box kind of thing. So if I can get this off of here, there we go. These are tiny little things too. So I'll use this to put right here, okay? And I needed to go to the bank or call the bank, okay? So I had to call the bank. So I'll just write that in. This is in my own handwriting. I don't generally do anything special. So call bank. And as time goes on and as I work on this throughout the week, there might be things that I recall later on and I just stick them in wherever, you know. So let's see. In the afternoon, we went down south. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna write, whoops, my pen is skipping. Headed down south, okay. And I'll put a little arrow there. Let's see. Just so you know, oh, you know what it is? It's glue. It's glue from this thing and it doesn't, the pen doesn't like it. Now the pen I'm using is a Zebra Sarasa and it's 0.7. I do really like the way that it writes. I like, in this particular journal, I like having all my my journaling done in black. So it is a really great pen to use. The only thing is that it does smear. So if I'm not patient enough and don't let it dry all the way, then we can get into some problems, some smearing. So let's see, you know what else I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look in this book now because I do like to use these little, where are they? Look at those pretty things, huh? Pretty flowers. Let's see here. I like to use, where are they? I'm like, I might use that, I'm not sure. I like these things, but there are some that have things written on them. Here we are. Okay. Get it done, places to go, priority, big plans, remember to do, to buy, goals today. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to go with the to-do thing right here. Okay, because one of the things that we had to do on Monday, and I just stick it right over the top, okay? I don't want to cover up her feet, but, yep, there we go, okay? I just stick it right over the top there. And one of the things that we had to do that doesn't look even to me, but it'll have to do, is and then also I'm gonna put along with that, let's see here. I'll just put a different, I know I'm off camera, I'm sorry. I'm taking a little one of these arrows Okay, and I'm going to put it right there. And what we had to do yesterday was we had to meet for an inspection. Inspection, and I'm just going to put at Grassy. Okay, so that's what we had to do yesterday. Let's see, what else did we do? And then I'm gonna also put another little doodad thing. Well, I'm gonna put down here, well, closer to the bottom, I'll just put like a little heart right there. And I like to put what we're having for dinner. So last night we had pizza because it was a busy afternoon. So we had that. And then I'm going to put another little thing there, possibly like another arrow, right? Maybe I'll just use a black one. So, and that comes from this pack here. This is just the sticker pack. So this right here, because we had family in town that were helping. My father-in-law came, and my mother-in-law came, and my sister-in-law came, and her girls came. So they came down to help us with the inspection, and we were up late chatting. So I'm just gonna simply write up late chatting. Okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So we have that. And then something to go right here. Because that's pretty much what we did. So, okay, so I'm going to look back in here. Or you know what? I'm going to go through my doodads right here. So let's see here. Okay. I could put a smile there, maybe. Sorry if I'm mumbling. This is just how I think. These are sweet stickers I got from my my sweet friend Karen in Australia. Let's see here. I don't know. Some more things here. I think this is too big. I really do like this, and I want to use it, but it's too big. Let's see. So this is what I do, you know? I just sit here and look through stuff, you know? And see if there's anything that I want to put. See, that would kind of go. And I don't care that it's overlapping, you know, because I can still see this and this, you know. Love you. And then I could always layer something, you know, on top of it here. See, I could just put that right there. I mean, anything really, you know. It seriously, like, anything goes on these pages, right? That's too close. I don't like that color. I can't even read that. Remember that one time? Okay. I could always even put another little heart right there just to kind of zhuzh it up, you know. Who knows? I'm just trying to fill in space, you know. This heart is kind of rather big for that little area, but it's cute, so... Let's see what else we have here. Sorry for the... I might even use this one over here. I say I don't care about the colors, but I don't really like the brown and the green along with all these more pastel-y colors. So, let's see here. See, there are just so many little bits, you know, that you can use. Let's see. I love these little things. See, this is what kind of takes a little bit longer, you know, just because I'm just being fiddly and stuff. So that's a cute one, that little time clock thing. Telephone call, that would be cute, like if over up in there when I call my grandma, I need to call her, and I needed to make phone calls anyway, so that I might use that right there. And uh-oh, now I lost my hello thing. Oh darn it. Oh, there it is. Okay, you guys are probably like, it's right there, it's right there, it's right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use these things. Now, what I use for some of these more thick embellishments, let me put all this stuff back away, is, excuse me, I use this. It is a Zig memory system, and it's a squeeze and roll. It has glue in there, so I do like using this, especially for these harder, I get like thicker. See that? You squeeze it here and then you press down and the glue comes out. And then it's, you know, it can be, you can make it, this is hard to do like that. You can make it, you know, a little more precise. I don't go right to the edge because I don't want it to squeeze out. Or I try not to let it squeeze out. So let's try not getting glue all over the place. Okay, let me see. Do I want to do it askew? Maybe. I like askew. Okay, there we go. So I'll hold this down for a bit, or I could just, oh, see, it's squeezed out right there a little bit. Okay, I'll just put those scissors there because I do want to glue this little telephone. So I'll just put little dots. I could use a glue stick as well, but I find that with these thicker embellishments, it takes a little bit more glue. Let's see, we'll put this over here. I'm putting this over here because I do need to call my grandmother. Usually I call her on Mondays, but she was not available yesterday, so I still need to call her, and there's always phone calls to make, isn't there? Okay, so I'll put that there. And then I did want to put this little thing here. I'll just dot that with a little bit of glue. Ah! Okay. So I did want to put that... Oh, poop. Oh, well. Okay. So we'll move this aside. I did kind of want to put this right here in the corner. Just because it's on a heart and it says I love you. And, well, you know... That's the impression anyway. And then I'm going to put this little thing. Okay, so I'll put, let's see if I can, I hope I'm in frame. Ah, come on. Okay, I'll put this little hello just because I can, right? And I'm just going to layer that right on top. No, maybe I'm going to move it down as far as I can, just so that little top of the heart is peeking out, but I'm not covering up these words here. And again, these are just space fillers, you know, just space fillers. So there's that. So that's it for yesterday's page. That's pretty much what happened. So yeah, in the morning I had to call the bank, and I put this phone thing on here because I need to call my grandmother and make some other phone calls. My prayer list, which I'll fill in later. Added a little sticker because we headed down south to do an inspection on a home. And this is just from Danny Baytag. It's a cute little image of a girl at the beach. So because it's down south and it's by the beach and by the water, so I stuck that on there. And then, you know, like I said, I just jot down just the simple things in my own handwriting, nothing special. And then what we had for dinner, and we were up late chatting, okay? And later on in the week, if there's anything else that I want to put on here, I will, you know. I might even put up here or put on here like a little tag or something that says, you know, who was here. I don't, that my in-laws were here on this day, but I don't know which one I can use for that. I'm not really sure because I don't know if they have just a plain, off camera. I don't know if they just have like a plain sticky note kind of thing, you know, that you can write in. So I'll have to look through my little things here. I'm looking just for a plain sticker, just a plain sticker with nothing on it. And I don't know if there is that. Okay, so I'm not really sure. I'll have to take a little bit of time and look. I might be able to use one of these, but the thing is these are like clear, and so I need to use a different type of pen. I can't use this pen for this. So, you know what? I think I am going to use one of those and just use a different type of pen. That's all. Because I just want to make note, whoops. I just want to make note down here that my in-laws were here. So I'll just stick this right here. And then I will write on it in a permanent marker that my in-laws were here. And that's it. That's it for today. And that's pretty much how I do it. I just stick things on right wherever there's a little bit of space. If there happens to be more space, I just add more bits where I can. And yeah, call it macaroni. So that's the end of today's little episode. And I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.